Welcome to Watchat, where we chat about watches and other facts of life. In this video, we're going to talk about Rolex's certified pre-owned watch campaign and how it will affect the pre-owned watch prices. Recently, over the past few months, we've seen prices on Rolex, Audemars Piguet, and even Patek Philippe dip substantially. I mean pre-owned prices, of course. Forget about retail. You probably stand a higher chance of being attacked by a shark, a dog, or a kid than getting the timepiece below retail price. With pre-owned prices plummeting, Rolex have to step in. They must step in as it too will affect their retail price. Back in the dim and not too distant past, Rolex watches are regarded as one of the best investments of the century. Yes, even better than Lego. The drastic increase of Rolex prices has also angered a different market segment. The segment that wants to own a Rolex but ends up being disappointed whenever they walk into an AD. The segment that refuses to pay 2 or 3 times the price above retail, and the segment that complains that they have nothing to sell, and hence no commission to earn, if you know what I mean. The market sentiment is an important motivation for Rolex to make this move. With regards to the pre-owned prices, due to recent events, terrible events, not only has it reduced the buying power, which evidently reduces demand for luxury watches, it has also caused the masses to sell their Rolexes in order to have cash in hand. Nothing wrong with that. Isn't that one of the reasons why many buy Rolexes? To hedge and sell when they are in need of money. With the increased supply and reduce in demand of pre-owned Rolexes in the market, pre-owned prices will come down, and that eventually may also cause retail prices to come down as well. You don't think that's possible? Let's see a show of hands of those who still remember the days where Rolex ADs were still willing to give a discount on some of their models. To nip it in the bud, Rolex have to step in and do something, which they did. In October 2022, to initiate and volunteer to cut gas consumption due to the energy crisis in Europe, the factories in Rolex would be working at half the capacity starting from October 2022 to March 2023. As a consequence, production would then be delayed. Now, we do not know if this was an intentional move to cut back supplies, but the reality of it is that it would. Be that as it may, kudos to Rolex for doing their part to curb the shortage of energy supply. And I digress. Now, to nip it in the bud, Rolex have launched their Certified Pre-Owned Watches campaign, also known as the CPO Watches campaign. So what does this entail? Rolex says that their CPO program vouches for the authenticity of second-hand Rolex watches at their time of resale by an official retailer. These watches, when sold, will come with a Rolex Certified Pre-Owned plaque. The plaque guarantees that these watches have been fully serviced and authenticated, including the parts and bracelet. It is also accompanied by an international 2-year guarantee that gives an added advantage to buying pre-owned watches from them instead of the grey market that usually gives a 1-year guarantee and that have watches without papers. Now, is this the end of the grey market? I personally don't think so. First, let's talk about the pre-owned prices. Eventually, I believe when China achieves its zero-COVID policy and began to open up its borders again, there will be an outpour of demand for Rolexes. It makes no sense for Rolex to be selling these watches below retail when the world has long accepted them to be more precious than gold. As grey market prices continues to soar, Rolex can now stand to benefit from it with the possibility of selling the same product more than twice. I personally do not think that Rolex would want to curb the increase, but will instead be in the driving seat in trying to push the value higher in order to increase the demand at retail. For Rolex to service and authenticate the watch, which will include polishing it and repackaging it with a new box and paper and a 2-year guarantee, there will be additional costs implicated. Rolex would most likely price it at grey market with an additional premium for that added assurance that they are all authenticated and guaranteed. Maybe also for the buying experience from an Rolex AD. Hence, grey market seller will most likely always be selling slightly lower than what Rolex is selling, without that premium. Another thing you need to know is that the CPO program only applies to watches that are pre-owned for 3 years or more. They should just call this the 3 CPO program, LOL. Get it? Anyone? No? Anyway, what this means is that if you do want to have a brand new Rolex or anything that is below 3 years old and don't mind paying a hefty price tag, which I don't recommend, you can still get them from the grey market. With all this consideration afloat, I do not think that it is the end for the grey market. In fact, if the word symbiotic has any meaning in the Rolex world, this would be it. So, what do you think? Do you agree with my opinion? If you have any thoughts on this CPO program, let us know in the comments below. If you like this kind of video, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification icon to support me, and I'll really appreciate it and promise to make more videos like this. Until the next one, thank you for watching.